Hey everybody, what's up? This is RetroKid Reviews, doing a quick, long overdue, New York Comic Con 2025 recap. I know we're almost 2 weeks behind, and more importantly, the con is long over by the time of this recording, but because I didn't go this time around, yeah, we got things to do. So, first and foremost, no figure forms, nothing as usual for the general news, so, if you do want to see some figure form related content, I did put up a short later today, or probably at the time of this recording, of my things I missed on the Tron reviews, more specifically with Ares. So, with that being said, let's get to some quick shows and reviews. No, I will not be talking about most of Critical Role's not really podcast, panels for the Mighty Nine and most of Campaign 4, because one Campaign 4 is still currently active as of this recording. Go to my short on that. And for the Mighty Nine, they kind of dropped the trailer, and I did actually like it. All trailers that will be mentioned will be in the description down below, and probably timestamps as well, just in case for anybody like that. So, with that being said, yeah, it's actually a decent trailer. I very much heard nothing but good news that came out of the Ford and Jester Redding live show. I know the theatrical screening of it just happened, I think, last night as of this recording, so I'm waiting on the VODs as usual, so I'll do a full review for that, and probably by then, I'll get a better idea of these crazy, not 9 assholes. Yeah, I guess Campaign 2, I guess references and jokes aside, there is some other content related to Critical Role I want to talk about before I get to my official news. Dispatch, this is a cool game, also produced by Critical Role and Haydok Studios, if I got the name right. They're all basically former Wolf Among Us and other game devs around that time of the game industry. Yeah, their game is coming out literally next week. Here's the Steam page if you guys want to go see it. I'll leave a link down below if you're already pre-ordered. Big reason why I'm talking about this game is that Greg Miller, Alana Pierce, who was... Well, in Alana's case, she's actually voicing a character along with Charlie of Voice Critical fame, and a few other content creators are also helping her out, being the voice cast for this game. Didn't think Greg would be showing up to a Critical Role set. My Smart Money and a lot of his comments have probably mentioned that he might be showing up for a one-shot to promote Dispatch, so if there's an update on that, I'll talk about that probably in the shorts and the things I missed for this video. So with that being said, let's finally get to some toys. First off, most of the toys that got announced is going to be from my feed-wise. I'm going to get from Choices, if I got the name right. As always, go to his Insta down below. And I want to start off with the Mezco side of things, because nobody told me that I get to have a very Gunga, very Coney Island-looking Casey Jones for their Turtles wave. And not going to lie, it looks as Long Island if he was going after Purple Dragons kind of vibes as far as Casey Jones goes. Don't know if this costume is a reference to anything in the later comics. Again, let me know in the comments as always. That being said, seeing it in the booth, I did not go to New York Comic Con, but seeing it, if I was at the booth, would have been crowded as usual. But that also being said, the pictures of it coming out is pretty cool. No dates yet of when it's coming out, and I don't know Mezco prices, but I'm going to take a while. I guess it's going to be over $100, so be on the lookout for that if you're going to get that. Next up, we're going to do some shows that I also missed around here. Starting off, I was very much aware that the Batman Knightfall is finally getting an animated adaptation. Oh, good! Another reason to talk about Bruce's broken back again. Yes, seriously, do we need to talk about Father? Also, when is our Peacemaker review? Alright, guys, we're almost there, And I thought I wasn't going to do figure form reviews, and yet here you are. And thanks, Forge. But, yeah, long story short, it's coming out next year. I don't know if it's going to be multiple parts like they did with Batman Long Halloween and among other famous Batman stories like this. So, we'll figure that out as time goes on. No voice cast has yet been announced. All I know is, like, if I covered early projects when it comes to animated projects, that's in the early phases and stuff like that, so that's kind of where we are. Oh, also, there might be a retro rec for the Splinter Cell series that just dropped this week for Death Watch, so again, keep on the lookout for that as far as the Netflix show goes. I might talk about that in that Peacemaker review you guys want. Oh, good for you! I got to talk about how disappointing that was. Oh, come on, save it for the review, guys! Yeah, that's gonna be a weekend review, in case you could tell. Next up, we got other announcements. There was some footage that showed for X-Men 97. They might have also got greenlit for, I think, a season 4 or 3. I don't know which. So, again, check the rumor mill for that. Oh, also, speaking of which, of shows I will definitely miss, New Rockstars on their breakdown, I guess, live stream podcast, talked about all the announcements that dropped there as well. Most of which is probably going to be Marvel related because there's probably going to be stuff about Vision Quest, Wonder Man that I'm also going to be forgetting by the time this video drops, so sorry in advance for that. But I am hopeful for those shows, especially for Wonder Man. It has like the studio vibes. I didn't see that Apple Now TV series, so let me know if it's going to have that kind of like, I guess, cinematography and vibes-wise as far as the running goes in the comments down below. Next up, I really want to talk about real quick is obviously Invincible Season, I believe, 4 has an official trailer, well, teaser thing that they normally would do for when everything takes a little too long for animation. They have to whip up something like just talk about how things are going plot-wise and animation-wise. Same thing here, but E took the reins this time around. Normally, this was a seson kind of thing in the promotion, but given where we're at in the story, for those who read the full story, comics-wise, kind of makes sense that Eve takes the reins for this one, as far as talking about the marketing of the show. That being said, I'm still happy that Mark and Eve are okay. I know comic readers are telling me that they're the end game as far as relationships go, so more on that when we see it later this March, come next year. Last up is some Star Trek-related stuff, because I am very much aware that Jessie Gender made a big 3-hour breakdown video of her overall thoughts of Star Trek New Frontier. Boldly... Alright, I'm going to say Boldico. Go to our new video there. She'll talk about more how samey Trek has been getting since Skydance is getting more and more control of CBS and other Paramount properties over the years. Again, it's a very long video essay. Play in the background if you need to, but I highly recommend it. It does give a good glimpse of what's going on currently with Paramount Productions as far as other IP of that studio goes. Having said that, I've seen very little about Starfleet Academy. I'm very much aware that this is going to be further out of the prequel era timeline that they've been desperately needing to for Star Trek fans, so maybe I could give it a chance. Maybe I'll try to watch at least the first episode and see if I'll binge the rest of the season as time goes on Paramount Plus. So again, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. So, on to Marvel Legends stuff, because, to make a long story short, I did not have time to get every single photo from Torius's, stuff. So, we're going to be doing, the IGN, parallels. And speaking of my Tron reviews, yeah, it turns out, Hasbro had a really good idea of doing multiple 3/4-inch, Tron, first movie, figures along with light cycles. But in case you can tell, they kind of paywalled it with HasLab, and if you want the whole set and the light cycles, that's going to cost you over $300. That's why the $375 is there. Don't know all the official prices. As always, I'll leave the link down below. Next up, they also got around to doing, I believe, Legacy's marketing as well, which I don't have pictures for, but again, believe me, they were definitely there. More or less, but yeah, as far as the collector set goes, for the grid of the original movie, it's going to cost you a pretty penny, and yeah, that is going to be how it is, sadly. Now, on to other stuff, like the Marvel Legends, to finally close out this video. We have a Build-A-Figure wave for, I believe, a Thor character that was in Ragnarok, so sorry in advance for that, but Karnak here is apparently what everyone was clamoring for the body proportions of a new, I guess, big guy mold, and you could definitely tell with the accessories and everything. Legit forgot how he was a Spider-Man character, so again, let me know in the comments down below, as always, of that point in the comics. What I am actually interested in is, if I could get the pick in time, Spider-Man 2099, comic Miguel O'Hara, not the Miguel you guys have been seeing lately since Into the Spider-Verse. So yeah, this looks actually really cool for what it is. It's the same retro card packaging we've been getting the last couple of years with the 90s wave. And yeah, we get 2, if not 3 pairs of hands as usual, which is actually not bad. Not bad crawls, no fangs to indicate what he has. Normally in the comics as like a Neo future, kind of like vampirized cyber spider. Again, the lore is very weird, and I'm hopeful that Beyond the Spider-Verse explains it better than what I'm trying to do, so more on that probably later down the road. So with that said, yeah, there's some 2-packs. There's the Inhumans 2-packs. We're going to skip over that. Sorry in advance. They look good. I wasn't a huge Inhumans fan, especially when the show dropped, but I don't know. If you want a Black Bolt comic style to get, I guess, however he got taken out in Multiverse of Madness, go ahead. That's up to you. And same for most of his crew. Yeah, I'm skimming most of these 2-packs because apparently it looks like they just want to speedrun most of this wave too. So wouldn't blame them as far as Hasbro goes. Oh, okay, so onto the actual Build-A-Figure, we have Wolverine in World War II gear. This is probably going to be the only other one I'm going to be wanting to get as far as this wave goes. This looks actually really cool for what it is. The packaging is definitely beefier. I want to say the same kind of packaging we got from, I want to say, Helverine earlier this year. So hopefully that will be the same kind of packaging as well. Love the young hair you're going to be getting with Logan at this point of the war. Again, this would be where I get more history buffs in the comments, so I'll talk more about that as well. I'm going to have to wrap this up, but I'm also aware that the, I think, Fall of Krakoa, during the last half of the comics, and Mark 72 Iron Man armor that was helping during that time is actually going to be armor as well, and those are the only other 2 figures I'll probably be getting from this wave as far as the Build-A-Figure Executioner wave goes. Outside of that, it's decent art on the side box. I'll probably talk more about it in person later next year. If anything, as photos indicate, there's not really much to write home about. It's got probably the same mold as the Ultimate Universe Iron Man body mold, but also I kind of like that the flaps are going to be used as, I guess, MCU-ified cannons that Tony would normally have in the comics. I'm amazed that the effect accessory is going to be the flight stand accessory, I guess, to emphasize the Mysterium and the new power source he probably had to do for what, this is a big spoiler if you haven't seen that run of Iron Man comics from last year, but long story short, this is actually the flight suit to the Sentinel Buster, which smart money me would think that that's probably going to be a 12+ inch HasLab exclusive kind of like Sentinel figure, probably in the same style of size you're seeing over here with the Titan figures. So best guess, that's probably going to be a wave down the line, but if it's a Build-A-Figure, God help them on Hasbro's end. And that's really it as far as New York Comic Con news goes. So let me know in the comments what you guys have thought of this New York Comic Con. Do you miss me going to the con? Do you miss pictures of me seeing cosplayers and stuff like that? I'm actually very following a lot of cool, hopefully local cosplayers I might want to see next year. And yeah, long story short, the real reason why I can't go is because it's been kind of rough since my late dad's passing. He was mostly my ride to these events, so hopefully with more personal stuff and family helping out next year. Yeah, what did you think of the con? What did you think of all the news? I don't have time to do wrap-ups, but yeah, in short, this was a decent year of Comic-Con. It's getting bigger by the year, and I think next year is going to be their 20th anniversary, so Lord only knows what's going to be coming out by then. So hopefully, with that being said, go to a very maybe purchase Iron Man figure over here to the end cards to see my previous video, which is obviously my Tron Ares review, and also go to Forge over here. You did all that and made a normal flesh tuber just vlog of the movie. Seriously. Yeah, go to me here if you want to see his actual things he missed, which is still, thankfully, in figure form. And, yeah, go to me again for hit the notification bell down below. Hype points, if that's still going to be a thing implemented for desktop users. Don't know yet. And, yeah, you guys want to say anything before your Peacemaker finale review this weekend? No, we don't know. Is it disappointing? What is Gunn doing? Yeah, they'll figure it out this weekend. Till then, take care, subscribe, and I don't know, I mean, it's a nice flight suit, so, I mean, it can't all be bad as far as Marvel Legends goes.